Is your home holding you back in the past? Well, I'm here to help you create a home that's going to celebrate your future goals and dreams and support you in achieving them.
What I love about Sense and Vision is it's so simple, it makes perfect sense, and it's going to help everybody to actually realize that their home can be the foundation for their whole life. The reality is that most people live in a home that represents their past. Homes filled with clutter, objects and elements that represent dysfunctional relationships, a time when you were struggling financially, a time when you had emotional clutter yourself. And what's beautiful about this process is it really tells you what needs to go, what's not serving you, and then brings in objects and elements that actually are connecting you forward to the results that you want in your life. Things that represent your future goals and dreams. See, your home and your mind space are the only two environments you can control. So why wouldn't you want that environment to be a place that is literally supporting you every single day? Because as soon as you step outside that front door, what you're dealing with is all those things that are going to be affecting your vibration and ultimately the outcomes in your life. So the Sense and Vision method, very simply, is 3 simple steps. Removing the objects and elements that are holding you back in your life, things I call clutter and negative anchors. Secondly, bring in positive anchors that are representing your future goals and dreams. And then thirdly, put those positive anchors to action and then be able to actually have your home subconsciously connect you every single day to the life you want to be living.
Now, if you think an object can't have power, just remember that a Bible, a gun, and a wedding ring are just objects that we attach strong meaning to. Without meaning, they're just objects.
I discovered this process when I moved to New York in 1999. And I'd come from Australia doing photography. I went to New York to achieve what I thought was my dream of becoming an international photographer. And I really came across a lot of struggle for me. It was like probably the lowest point in my life. And what I realized was that my home was obviously also not really supporting me in where I was at. So I bought a very simple $65 diptyque candle, and every night I would lie in a bathtub with that candle on, and I would actually feel better by just imagining the life that I wanted to be living that was really represented by that beautiful candle. I didn't have a lot of money at the time, but that candle represented the life that I wanted to be living. And I felt better. And so slowly I made other small changes in my home, changed some more touch points, which is like improved my towels and my bedding, got a few focus point anchors as well, like books on successful photographers and a bio of like somebody who really inspired me. And what I noticed was that I not only felt better, but also opportunities started to come to me. So from that point onwards, I started to use this method to really support myself every single day so that my home really became the foundation for my whole life and represented where I wanted to go. And what I realized is that things started to shift. Opportunities came to me that I wasn't seeing before. And as my life started to change, so did my home space. I started to continually use this method, and all of a sudden, things started to really shift. And I went on, and my photography career kicked off. I went on to become one of the best beauty photographers in the world, to be able to raise millions of dollars for charities, work with incredible celebrities. All the people, all the dreams that I'd had were all coming true. And as I changed, so did my home space. And this very simple method became the foundation for my life that supported me moving forward to achieve all the goals and dreams that I had. And now, years on, I'm actually living the life that I dreamt about back then. And what's really powerful about this is it's such a simple method that can be done on any budget and makes perfect sense for anyone.
Now, I'm not the only one who uses positive anchors. You might know Kevin Hart. Well, on Oprah's Super Soul Sundays, he gave a tour of his house and mentions a number of large portraits on his wall in his house of his heroes, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Now, when he comes down his staircase, he acknowledges those positive anchors. Richard was great, I want to be great. Eddie was great, I want to be great. Now, these are powerful positive anchors connecting Kevin to future success that he wants to achieve. And I'd say it's working pretty well for him. Now, successful people, especially high-performance athletes, use visualization and connecting to the feeling or vibe of success to achieve incredible results. You may have heard about the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill from the 1930s, where he interviews the most successful American businessmen to understand the secret to their success. Well, the publisher made him remove the word vibration from the book because it felt too new age at the time for their customers. But that's exactly what each person attributed their success to, knowing how success would feel and connecting to the vibe of that result. I mean, remember, the book is called Think and Grow Rich, not Work Your Butt Off and Get Rich. The reality is it's all quantum physics. It's scientifically proven that we are just vibrating matter and everything around us is also vibration. and we are interpreting that vibration as either positive or negative. The secret is knowing how you want to feel in life and taking inspired action to achieve that amazing result. Remember, you get what you think and feel about, whether you like it or not. Now, I know it's not always easy to keep reminding yourself to think positively and focus on the good things that are happening right now and the great stuff coming up. Many people have used vision boards to remind them of their goals and dreams, which is great. I have one on my laptop, but that's a small two-dimensional object. Now imagine setting up your home so that the objects and elements around you are every day representing your future goals and dreams and reminding you to be grateful for that amazing result as if it's already there. It's like living in a 360-degree, 5-sense experience representing where you want to go and what you want to achieve. An environment subconsciously motivating you to go out each day and take inspired action to achieve your goals and dreams. That is the Sense and Vision method, and it's so much easier than you think. And the good news is, it can be done on any budget. Remember, I started with just a simple candle. I knew this method works so well for me, and I was excited to share it with a larger audience. But before I did, I wanted to put the Sense and Vision method to the test. So in 2016, I did a case study makeover for an incredible couple, Jody and Michael, who live in Brooklyn. They had recently gotten married and were living together in a 1-bedroom apartment, and they were definitely in need of some help.
We have basically all the same stupid crap that I had when I was a bachelor in Florida, because it was just nicer quality than what Jody had. But I just don't feel like it's, it's functional, but it's not like what I feel like she deserves.
As you can see in the photographs, the living room workspace was a dark, uninspiring space that didn't represent their great personalities or future dreams and goals, as both individuals and as a couple. It was filled with clutter and negative anchors, like hundreds of old books and toys, dead flowers, all Michael's bachelor day furniture, like that worn out old black leather couch, old throw blankets, a hard, uncomfortable floor rug, Jody's desk and the oversized chair, and the boxes of stuff that had just collected underneath the desk and in the corners, and nothing inspiring on the walls. Not even a photograph of the two of them celebrating their relationship and commitment. The transformation I managed to pull off in one long day was pretty amazing, and you could really feel the energy and the vibe shift in the room. Now, before I did the makeover, I spoke to Jody and Michael about their goals and their dreams, which I call their life vision, so I could feature positive anchors that would subconsciously connect them to that awesome reality. It's important before you start this process to know exactly how you want to feel and if you have specific goals. I set positive anchors called touch points, like a new couch, throw cushions, and a beautiful rug. These are all good for attracting a higher quality lifestyle. Positive anchors like fresh flowers, plants, framed photographs of nature, and a color scheme of the room in light green inspired by the beach connected them to health and well-being. Focus points like books and magazines on travel destinations they visited or wanted to visit. A positive anchor like this beautiful coffee table is called an object of abundance, and this represents financial abundance. Scented candles and crystals are there as positive anchors to calm and relax. I wanted to anchor their social relationships with this vintage bar cart and celebrate their love with positive anchors like these framed photographs of the two of them together with their family and friends on these great shelves. I anchored their love of traveling by showcasing old postcards under a clear cover on Jody's desk. Now, this is a great idea. On new display shelves, I placed positive anchors like a world globe and books on destinations they loved and wanted to visit, and for the goal of Jody working overseas. I also set other anchors to represent Jody's career goal of writing success with an inspiring biography on Obama. Their biggest goal was to own a beach house one day, so I set positive anchors like books, fake coral, shells, sand, framed prints of shells and the color scheme inspired by the beach. The new vibe I established for them in their home was now supporting them every single day.
I feel like I took the energy with me when I ran out of the apartment. I made every train. I got a huge project. Both presentations that I gave unanimously passed. It just felt the rest of the day just fell in line. The rest of the day fell in line. There really is something about taking the energy from a nice space and then pushing it forward into everything that you do for the rest of your day. And then if your day is kind of going bad, you just know that you're going to come back to this great space. and curl up on the couch and light a candle and snuggle with that nice purple throw. For me, like, an anchor is that photo of me at the beach, like just being free. An anchor is a picture of Michael and I. An anchor was just like opening up the book about Barack Obama and being like, I'm taking a little break and read a page from this. The anchors are the candles, the smells. Like every time I come home, I'm like, the smell of the candles, which we've never done, just automatically puts you in a different space. There's a lot of anchors that just really immediately put you into a softer, more gentle, calm place.
You see, when you declare and anchor your future goals and dreams based on how you want to feel, you are connecting to the vibration of that amazing result. And then when you set intentional positive anchors that represent those goals and dreams, all you have to do is acknowledge your new positive anchors for as little as 3 weeks and trust the process. You are now living in a 360-degree 5-sense version of your future life vision that will affect and inspire you and all the people that come into your home space. Jody and Michael saw immediate changes in their outlook and life after the makeover, like a financial windfall, and they got to travel to Spain, live overseas, and Jody got that scholarship. I was so thrilled to hear that within a few years, Jody and Michael had achieved all the goals that we'd set positive anchors for in their home. Even the one to own their own beach house. Now that is just amazing. You can read Jody's testimonial in my book, Your Home, Your Future, which is available for free on our site at senseandvision.com. The book shares how the Sense and Vision method worked for me and breaks down the simple science behind this incredible method and how it can work for you too. If you aren't using this powerful tool to declutter your home and turn it into the foundation of your whole life, you're missing out. Understanding positive anchors and how to take responsibility for your home vibe is key in creating a home that really can transform your life.
And so I'm so excited now in my 60th year to go out and share this philosophy and method with the world and have it inspire you to understand how your home space can become such a powerful place for you to be recharged by every single day.
Now, if you're enjoying this content, please give the video a like and maybe share it with someone in your life who may be feeling stuck or needs some inspiration with their home. The Sense and Vision method is a game changer, folks. Subscribe for more information. We really appreciate your support.